Hey, it's Coach Dawn. I want to talk about the potential for weight gain as you begin a program. When you begin any exercise program, your body will go through several changes in the first couple months. I want to make sure we talk a little about them now so you can better understand what's happening in your body as you get started. A new exercise regimen, especially one that's utilizing resistance training, will put stress on your muscle fibers. This causes small micro trauma, which is basically just small little tears in the muscles, which also causes some inflammation. Our body responds to the tears and inflammation with temporary water weight gain. The micro tears retain fluid as a way to try to heal itself. A lot of times inflammation gets a bad name, but some inflammation is really important. It helps heal the body when there is trauma to it, when there is an issue with the body. And so you might see a little extra weight gain as your body's way to be healing those muscles. It's also just retaining a little extra fluid around those tears to protect itself. Something that you might experience as a result of these little micro tears is what we call DOMS, or delayed onset muscle soreness. This is your body's response to those micro tears and the muscle tissue breakdown. So as you're feeling this soreness and you have this inflammation and these tears in your body, recovery is going to be essential. There's 4 really main keys here: proper hydration, solid nutrition, not overtraining, and getting good sleep. Hydration is going to help flush toxins out of the body. It's going to transport nutrients into the cells and help regulate your body temperature and pH balance. Hydration is important for all aspects of your program. This is going to help aid in the healing of those muscles. This is also why water helps with the muscle soreness and tension. As you're healing those muscles, you're going to be less sore. Solid nutrition is going to play a similar role in helping your body heal from the inside out. By making sure that we're getting the right nutrients in your body, it's going to make sure that your muscles can heal, therefore having less soreness. It's also going to allow you to put more effort into your workout so that you're gaining from it. Overtraining is something that we need to be really mindful of, especially somebody that is looking to lose weight or lose fat. Oftentimes we have this idea in our head that if working out a little bit is good, working out a lot is better. And in this case, it's not true. We want to make sure that we are not overtraining. Overtraining occurs when you repeatedly put your body under a lot of stress from intense or too frequent exercise, and your body isn't given enough time to recover. Eventually, you begin to feel the effects of overtraining, and it includes a whole list of stuff. You might see intense fatigue, increased hunger, food cravings. Unfortunately, those food cravings also come in the form of sweets and caffeine. You might see some depression and anxiety and added stress. You might see reduced sleep, high cortisol, low thyroid hormone, other hormonal imbalances, increased insulin. Like all of these things can cause weight gain on top of that. In our programming, I make sure that I'm not laying out a plan where you'll be overtraining. It is essential and vital to your progress that if you're adding in any additional workouts to what we're doing, that you let me know so I can make sure that adjustments are made accordingly. Typically, what my clients are doing isn't going to even come close to pushing you into that overtraining category, but you might find yourself doing a lot of extra stuff. So just make sure that you're communicating that, because we don't want to see those issues arise. And then the last piece of this is good sleep. Good sleep is going to not just be important when it comes to your muscle repair, but it's also going to be important when it comes to your overall weight and fat loss. In this case in particular, as you fall into deeper stages of sleep, your muscles will see an increase in blood flow, which is going to bring oxygen and nutrients that help recover and repair muscles and regenerate cells. So sleep is going to be essential. Do not take it for granted. The way your body provides energy to the muscles also can add weight initially. Glycogen, or sugar that your muscle cells convert to glucose, is the energy source for your muscles. When you exercise regularly, your body stores more glycogen to fuel that exercise. Now, this is going to be a temporary response that will show up as weight gain, again, temporarily. It should subside within a few weeks as your body becomes more efficient at what it's doing and predicting your fueling needs. It's also going to be burning more calories more efficiently. So initially you might see a little bit of this happening, and that's just your body getting used to what you're doing. It will regulate itself out. It just may take a little bit of time. So be mindful. Don't feel like you're doing all of this work for no reason. Once your body realizes what it's doing and it's working in conjunction with solid nutrition, you will see those changes. It just may not show up as quickly as we want. You may see some gain from new lean muscle, but this doesn't show up right away like a lot of people think. Oftentimes you hear people that have this initial weight gain and they've just started lifting weights and suddenly they think, well, muscle weighs more than fat, which technically muscle does not weigh more than fat. A pound of muscle is exactly the same as a pound of fat. But what happens is when you have more muscle, it takes up less room in your body. So the more muscle you have, you may not look any bigger, but you might be heavier because there's more of it. But that doesn't happen in these first couple weeks. That lean muscle mass, that lean muscle growth usually takes at least a month or two to show up. At this point, you should be seeing good weight loss because of your nutrition and exercise. So by the time you have that lean muscle mass, your body should be working as really a fat burning machine as we work together. So once that lean muscle mass comes on, you will already be seeing those changes on the scale, those changes in your overall fat and weight loss. If you have questions on any of this, please reach out and let me know. In the meantime, know that it is very normal. You may see some weight gain initially. Don't panic. Don't freak out. Don't throw in the towel to what you're doing. This is going to vary person to person. It's going to vary on a lot of factors, of course. Your muscles do have muscle memory. And so if you're somebody that has done a lot of training in the past and you're getting back into it, your body is going to respond differently than somebody that's never done any kind of resistance training. It's also going to depend on how much fat you have in your body that you're trying to lose. And then, of course, a bunch of other factors are going to come into play. So if you don't see this initial increase, it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong either. So don't let that freak you out. I just want to make sure you're aware of some of the things that may come so that you can anticipate that and that it doesn't throw you really off track. If you do see this change happening and it's concerning you, again, reach out with any concerns and issues. I want to make sure that you are focused and getting what you need in order to get the results that you want.